Hey friends, we are looking at the RiCO and Farmer Bob AreaX collaborative set. And this is one of many collabs that AreaX does with a Korean artist that does Farmer Bob, as well as I think it's a different Korean artist or a different artist that does RiCO. So this is Farmer Bob right here. Here's RiCO. RiCO's dog is called BomBom. And so they're all showing up together in a brick set that's made by AreaX and then sold at BrickSewer. So if you can follow all of that, terrific. If you just want to buy one, go to BrickSewer. That's where you'll get them. Here is this set. It's called the Travel Day. And there are 4 in this series. So the other one's called Party Day. And it has the same characters. It's got Bob, but he looks a little bit different. RiCO's in there, and I think BomBom's probably in there. And then there's another one called Dream Day, so it's kind of a purplish theme. So maybe more floral and things happening in there. Again, same characters, but they're different. They look a little bit different colors. And then there's another last one is called Dessert Day. And these are currently, by the way, 29 bucks US on the BrickSewer site. But the Dessert Day looks like it's a giant stack of desserts that they're enjoying there together. All right, so BrickSewer sent this to me. They asked me to do a video for it and some content. At the end of this review, I will include the 1-minute video that I shot around my local area here in the Pacific Northwest of the USA. I shot it in one morning and just had fun with it. And so I'll add it to the very end of this video so you can see it. But as far as this thing goes, we had to skip the unboxing because I had to jump straight into getting the video done. But you can see the box back here, we'll look at the box in a second. But looking at this, what we're seeing is it's got a base to it, and it's got this kind of enclosure, so you can boom, close it up, and then it has these stackable pieces so that you can stack a bunch of them together if you like. And then this display enclosure has this flexible plastic piece in the back just to give it that extra little bit of flair, and they don't get in the way with it. If you're stacking it, they don't get in the way. The display, it's a very like vacation, holiday, beachy kind of theme to it. So we've got RiCO here, giant hair for RiCO, and her dog is in there. Farmer Bob's got a little cup with him, and Farmer Bob actually has like Hawaiian shorts on, and he's got a shirt that says Aloha, which I think is kind of fun. And then there's signage. Where's my pointer? And then we've got this like palm tree. The palm tree has a transparent green piece right here, which is I thought was unusual. I haven't seen that before. And then it's got, I guess these are coconuts here in orange. And he's standing on what's like a pier, and there's a crab kind of hidden there. He's got his own basket. And right in front of that pier area is a bunch of like sand area. So there's a sand built up here. This orange character, flower, the orange character might be playing this pink guitar. There's like a drink maybe out of a coconut here on this table. There's a bucket with its own little handle. The handle is clear. It's got a face. There's a couple of starfish. So here's one, here's the other. And then it has these little waves here in the water area. The blue area is all water. And these waves are printed decorations where you see these white lines. And for the starfish, they also have printed decorations on the 2 starfish. But I think, yeah, everything else you're seeing here, they're stickers, and they are dual transfer stickers. So they're a little bit tricky to do. So that's a dual transfer sticker. That one's a sticker. That's a sticker. That one back there is a sticker. That's a print. All the figures you see, their faces are prints, thank goodness. I didn't enjoy putting on those stickers. It does get a little bit finicky. And then RiCO is inside of like a life raft. On this other side, it almost looks like there is a sandcastle being built up here. And there is another character here, and I don't know what he is. He's unusual. And then hidden back there, you see there's a surfboard back there. It's like a kind of a light lavender surfboard, and that decoration is printed too on the surfboard. Yeah, so not bad. It's a cool little vignette, and then you can kind of close it up, and once you close it up, they're all sort of encased in there, and you don't need to worry about dust. You can stack additional things on top of it. It has the name of the collab here, AreaX, Finding Unicorn, Farmer Bob and RiCO. And Finding Unicorn, I know, is the company that handles Farmer Bob. I'm not sure if they handle RiCO or not. And then there's the name of the particular set on the side here. It just has a couple more graphics, and then it says record right there on the side. But I think that's the only printing on that case. Oh, and then over here it just says Finding Unicorn. So RiCO is probably Finding Unicorn as well. Okay, so inside the box, I did get this little, I think it's a collectible card. It says Play In Now. I don't know what that is. I probably should translate that, see what that's all about. I did get some remaining pieces, and they give you these clear pieces that I think are meant to help you stack these with maybe older versions of these stackable display cases. And then these are sprues for the hands for the two figures, so you just kind of remove them and you're good to go. 2 leftover studs, brick separator. The instructions were pretty easy to follow, and they're kind of a small little booklet. Everything is kind of square inside of here, which is the theme of the set. So not too bad. It was easy to follow. You can see everything is in full color. At the back here, there's some there's kind of catalog-y photos of the SpongeBob ones. So if you really like these, you can get a whole series for SpongeBob in these same kind of AreaX boxes, as well as Hello Kitty and Sanrio. And then this one here, I'm not sure what that one is. Oh, this is also SpongeBob, these 4. So SpongeBob has like a bunch, like 8 of them. And then here on this side is another character. This one I'm not as familiar with. You might recognize who that guy is, but I've seen him before. I don't know his name. All right, and then the box is kind of this long or rectangular box, and it has a back to it. It tells you it includes the 3 figures, and it's got the side images. Happy holiday. Yeah, so it's a nice kind of box, actually, kind of premium. All right, and then so yeah, let me show you that video that I made. Hope you enjoy it. It's about 60 seconds long, and basically I had a creative block going into that morning, and so I took the box with me to coffee with my buddies, and so I took the box with me. Everything was unbuilt, and the idea for the video hit me while we were having coffee, and so I quickly built part of the set right there while we were in the coffee shop, and then proceeded to do some shots in the coffee shop, outside the coffee shop, and then on the way home I stopped at 2 or 3 places that I knew about where I thought, well, I could get a couple additional interesting shots too. So that's the video. And then following that video, I have a bonus video of something else I did for BrickSewer. I don't know where else to put that video, because it really only works in a traditional landscape format, and so I didn't want to make it a short, which would make it too narrow. So I'll throw that second bonus video into the very end of that. So I'm going to sign off here, but thanks so much. Like the video if you like, subscribe if you can, and here we go. Let's show those 2 videos that I made. Thank you. Top 3 most bonkers sets I want from the new BrickSewer site. Number 3, the Krusty Krab. This thing is huge. The front wall pulls out like a drawer. The roof rolls back like a vintage desk. And is that Patrick in a dumpster? 10 out of 10 for accuracy. Number 2, Hangyeongdan's Seafood Diner. He's half man, half fish, and he's serving seafood? Bold move, dude. It's packed with detail and comes in a stackable display case. That minifig is a must-have. Hold on to your crowns because Farmer Bob's Bobland is peak bonkers. A giant bob head, magnetic eyes, a detachable beard, cloth cape 8 minifigs, and a hidden chest set. His head opens up, you guys. There are even sound-activated lights. It's a total fever dream and I need it immediately. Check out BrickSewer.com for original, curated, and exclusive sets you won't find anywhere else.